Ayup me ducks, it's Thomas, we're back. We're gonna do some UFC, and we're gonna turn the sound down, and I'm also gonna turn the music off. Because, little side note, which you guys probably don't give any amount of shits about, but my last video, for some strange reason, because I let the computer players, Chan Sung-jun and Dennis Bermudez, and I let the fight run, and because I'm shit at the game, and so I was just going to talk over the top. Now, because I let them do it, and it was the computers, I couldn't skip the intros, and the music got my last video a copyright strike. So I had to go in, and thankfully the YouTube creator now lets you sort of remove the sound bite without affecting my audio either. So it was different, but it was a bit unexpected. Wasn't best pleased with the result there. But I'm just loading up comments and other bits and pieces while we go through and get this started. So, as usual, I'm going to load up the comments on my side of things, and I'm going to make sure that we can actually hear me this time around. Yep, we are there. Alright, now I'm going to wait for my phone to slowly turn down its sound. So I've turned the volume down all the way down, just that nothing happens for the next 30 seconds. My phone is old as fuck. And let's... There we go. So, we'll have a look at my results from last week as well. I don't think I did the greatest. So... I thought... Don't know why I thought Raw into... That was kind of a 50-50, to be fair. Couldn't go wrong either way. Torres and Rawlins, it depends on who shows up on the day. Ozdemir... Don't know how I got that one right. I don't even know what my reasoning was behind it. I just don't think OSB's got it anymore. He came in and he looked pretty good, and then John Jones dismantled him, and then Jimmy Manuwa knocked him the fuck out. And after that, you don't come back the same as you were. So you either come back bigger, stronger, faster, and ready to go, or you just don't come back. And apparently he went back to bed. Ayup Trujillo got beat by submission in the third round, very early in the third round. He nearly got submitted before that. It was a pretty good fight. But again, I've picked it. I think I said it in my last video. Every time I pick against Trujillo, he wins, and every time I pick Trujillo, he loses. And again, I've picked Trujillo, and he lost the fight. I don't like Felice Herrig. That's why I picked Alexa Grasso to win. I think that comment she made about the Mortal Kombat character being based off her is just ridiculous. I don't know where that went, actually. I don't entirely know what happened to that lawsuit, because she tried to sue Activision, who make Mortal Kombat, whoever makes Mortal Kombat now. She tried to sue them because they used her likeness without her permission, because the character takes selfies, which I think is more satire than anything else. And Chan Sung-jun, first round KO. I said third round. I thought he'd need some time to get into it. But this fight was a good fight. This fight was excellent. There was, you had a little bit of, there was a bit of back and forth to start with, and Bermudez caught the Korean Zombie with a good punch. It was just, I think it was a good straight right, and just sort of caught him on the chin, wobbled him a little bit, and then next thing you know, Jung's on the ropes. He's a bit wobbly. He managed to recover pretty well, and then Bermudez went in with just a straight, lazy jab. Didn't even try and do anything with it. He was just trying to gauge distance, and Jung just slipped off to the right hand side and just threw that right uppercut straight into the chin, and just absolutely annihilated Bermudez. He said there was an early stoppage, but it really wasn't. He was seeing all kinds of stars and unicorns and crazy bullshit before he even knew what was kicking off. So I didn't do too badly this time around. I got 2 out of 3, 2 out of 5 even. So yeah, I did terrible. But let's hope I can do better this time around. There's some much bigger name fighters on this one. It seems a lot more cut and dry, this card. Like, a lot of these fights, you just look at them and go, well, I know who's going to win this. So, I didn't know the Wilson-Hayes fight was on the main card. Mind you, I don't know if it is or not. I think they might have just put that one on here. Don't know why, though, because you can't play as Sasaki, because this is his first fight in the UFC. So let's kick this off with the first fight then, with Wilson-Hayes and Sasaki, who you can't fight as. But while we do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the computers deal with Jim Miller and Dustin Poirier. Then we've got something that's actually exciting to watch while I sit and talk shit. Because I love to ramble, if you hadn't noticed. So I believe the fight's going to be at lightweight, because Miller's a lightweight. I know that Poirier used to be at featherweight. So let's go down. I think Poirier's in the red corner. Dustin Poirier. But before we actually get into this fight, we'll sit and we'll talk about the a couple of other fights on the card. Right, I need to go down to Miller now. There's so many lightweights, man. There's so many. No wireless controllers are assigned. Black shorts, white shorts. Oh, it's probably the normal, easy, beginner. Oh, yeah. So 3 rounds, accelerated. Fuck it, let's go for it. So we've got oh, there's quite a few fights on this card actually. If I go further down, because we've got Randy Brown and Bilal Muhammad. So, but I'm just having a look down the list of the fights.
Between Dustin, the Diamond Poirier, and New Jersey's own Jim Miller.
That sounds weird as hell without the fanfare in the background that you normally get.
Jim Miller, very confident that he will come away with a victory tonight.
Jim Miller is ever improving and amongst the best in the world at 155 pounds. His heart and determination, as well as his great jiu-jitsu and striking, make him a true fan favorite.
So we're starting off the card with Ryan LaFleur and Carnero. There's not much to say really. Ryan LaFleur's not had a fight in a little while, I don't think. And Ryan Carnero, I don't really know. Can't really think of any fights off the top of my head. But Carnero's coming into this as the underdog, and I don't know why. Because Ryan LaFleur he's good at points fighting. I don't think LaFleur's got very many finishes on his record at all. He's very good at being just outpointing fighters. But I think I'm going to go for Carnero. In fact, I've already made my picks on the UFC website, so if you are watching and you wanted to see what's kicking off, I am going to tweet out my picks for the UFC.
Dustin Poirier, ready to fight, inside Staples Center in Los Angeles, California.
So let me get logged into my because if you don't do it already, you can jump onto ufc.com/fantasy, and it's essentially you get the whole fight card, you pick who you think's going to win, and you get points based on how correct you are. A little bit like the main event thing in UFC 2, where you pick you pick the fighter, the method, and the round, and you get more points the more you do, and you get extra bonus points for getting it perfect. If you pick an underdog and they win, you get bonus points then, and you get bonus points for title fights and things like short notice, and if it's a tight matchup and you could pick the correct person, you get I think like an extra few points for that as well. So there's a few little modifiers here and there, but you got to not fall into that trap of picking every underdog to try and get more points, because obviously the underdog isn't going to win every time. I think the most points I ever got for one fight was about 925 points for getting the Michael Bisping versus Luke Rockhold fight pick perfect. It was a first round knockout pick for Michael Bisping, who is the big underdog in a title fight, and I got it perfect. So I got like a bonus for the big underdog, a bonus for getting it perfect, a bonus because it was a title fight, and then you get your standard like 350 or 450 points for picking the person round and the method. But so these two are beating each other up. But yeah, I'll be tweeting out my picks because I can't remember. I've already done them. You see, yeah, I picked Carnero by decision. And I'm just gonna share this via Twitter right now. I'll also share my video via Twitter straight afterwards. So Carnero by decision, just because I don't think LaFleur's really got that finishing mentality. He's there, he wants to make sure that he does well, he wants to make sure that he wins, but he doesn't really want to put himself in that danger. Oh. See, this is where I think Jim Miller will actually shine in this fight. If he can get Poirier down. I mean, Poirier's got a good ground game. Don't get me wrong, but he's nowhere near the level of Miller and Lozon and those kind of guys. So just gonna tweet out, and then we're gonna put hashtag UFC 208, and we will tweet that. Boom. So there's that one. Oh, I've never seen this before. That was weird. Stacked him up and jumped into side control. It just looked very slow and sloppy considering. Then we've got Felipe Nova versus Glenn. I don't know his first name. Problem is on my phone it doesn't give me that. But Felipe Nova's pretty good. I think they once dubbed him as the next Tenenbaum. Failed to send tweet. Well done, Twitter. Great job. Just updated you after 2 years. Now you don't even know how to send tweets anymore. Ooh. So I don't think that Miller will be able to get the ground and pound going very well with Poirier. I think Poirier's going to have definitely trained smothering that ground game, because you can't come into a fight with Jim Miller and not train your grappling, and you can't train. You've got to be working on your sweeps, making sure that your submission defense is on point, because if you get in there and you're not 100% confident in yourself on the ground, Miller is going to grab a hold of one of your limbs and he's going to twist it until it pops off like you're an action man. He's just going to tear you to pieces. You know, there was a Jim Miller and Joe Lozon, two of the best grapplers going in the lightweight division. Some of the most exciting, should I say? Maybe not the best, because you've still got Khabib, and you know, they're just exciting. They're quick. They don't sit around and they don't wait. They don't move slowly. They move from position to position, to submission, to transition, to sweep so quickly. It's so much fun to watch. It's just, if you don't understand what's going on and you don't know BJJ very well, you might get lost. Oh. But what have I put down in my tweets? In my we've got Ian McCall versus Brooks. Ian McCall hasn't had a fight in like nearly 2.5 years or something stupid, just because either him or his opponent gets injured and pulls out. Now they both weighed in yesterday, or last night should I say, so. And this is the first time I've done the picks after the weigh-ins, by the way. I generally don't do them after the weigh-ins, and people do them after the weigh-ins for one reason and one reason only, and that's because you can see how somebody looks after their weight cut. You can see if they've cut weight well. You can see, like, if you saw Conor McGregor before he fought Jose Aldo, you wouldn't have thought he was going to win that fight. He looked like a skeleton. It looked like he had no meat on his body at all. No flesh anywhere. He just looked like an absolute corpse. But he still went in there and knocked him out. But you can make a decision based on how they look, or based on if they made weight, or if they struggled to make weight, or, you know, whatever's going on. You can see a little bit more, and it's only the day before, so you can see how they look and how confident they feel in the stare down and things. Hello, Biscuit. We have a little visitor. You gonna say hello? He just sniffs the mic. He doesn't really bark very much. But yeah, back to the fights. So yeah, so I've watched. I haven't really seen the weigh-ins. I couldn't really be bothered with sitting and watching. So he's stacking him up again, pushing him off to the side. It's not something I don't think I've ever seen anyone transition to side control like that. Ever. To tuck the legs over your, like, it's so dangerous to just tuck somebody's legs over your shoulders. Oh, he managed to get out at least. Oh, nice sweep. Oh, and then he sweeps him back. But this is kind of like a slowed down version of what I kind of expect. Miller to just kind of dominate from the top position. Move around, maybe get the fewer submission attempts in there. Poirier to keep trying to defend him well. And then... Oh.
Neither fighter seems to be able to do much on the ground. And here's another clean shot that lands.
Nice little body kick there. So where did we get to? We got to Ian McCall, who actually managed to... he weighed in, his opponent weighed in. Everything looks well and good. There has been a fight taken off the card. A heavyweight fight between Tybura and Wills. Wills was deemed medically unfit to fight, and I'm not sure why. That's all the information I have. But Tybura, I think I saw his last fight. I'd recognise his name. If I recognise his, like, my memory isn't the best. I'm a little bit slow sometimes. But if I recognise your name, it probably means you did something impressive, especially if you're not like big top name guy. So I think he won his last fight in quite impressive fashion. But he now can't. He obviously can't fight. Well, Wills can't fight, and it's too late for Tybura to have an opponent change because it's the day before. So what else have we got? We've got Islam Makhachev and Nick Lentz. That'll be a pretty good fight. It's a tight matchup here. An extra 120 points on the UFC Pick'em website. I've gone for Makhachev by decision, but just because I'm not. It's one of those where I haven't really got a clue who's going to go where with this one.
They're working hard here in the clinch.
So what else have we got? So we've got Wilson Hayes versus Sasaki. Now Sasaki's first fight in the UFC. Now I really like Wilson Hayes. I like he's really short, he's really stocky, and he just goes in. He's ruthlessly aggressive. But I think that Sasaki, I don't know why, I've got this feeling that Sasaki's going to come out and he's going to win in impressive fashion real quick. He's just going to go in and he's going to say, no thanks, Wilson. Like, Wilson was on the verge of a title shot with Mighty Mouse. In fact, I think it was booked until Mighty Mouse got injured. But now obviously he's got to take that step back, because I'm presuming they only put that in there because you know, Mighty Mouse doesn't really have any opponents down there at 125. There's nobody left. Who is he supposed to fight? There's a reason they built an Ultimate Fighter season around finding a contender for him, where they just grabbed the champions from every division that they could find, whacked them all in the Ultimate Fighter house, and said the winner gets to fight Mighty Mouse, and it ended up being an ex-UFC guy anyway, and Tim Elliott, who put on an impressive performance, surprisingly. I expected him to come in, because I think his UFC record was like 3-2 before they got rid of him, or something like that. Like he definitely had more losses than wins, and his losses, like he didn't have that many wins. Oh, that wasn't nice. Mounted crucifix. So Miller will win this one by decision easily.
I agree. I think that ground and pound was the key to victory tonight. I
But
think he landed big shots.
Wilson Hayes versus Sasaki, I reckon Sasaki's 5'10". He's 5'10", and I think he's got like a good 7 or 8 inch reach advantage on Wilson Hayes. It's going to be difficult for Wilson to get in there and throw those strikes, so he's going to have to jerk. But he's a shorter guy against a taller guy. He's probably going to be able to get in and get the takedown. But I don't know. I've never seen Sasaki fight. I don't know where he came from.
Jim Miller, victorious by unanimous decision.
That's pretty much how it might go down later on. Jim Miller winning by unanimous decision. Just taking him down. Grinding out the easy win. But you've got to think that Poirier's got very, very, very good striking. And he can keep him at distance if he needs to. And then we've got Bilal Muhammad versus Randy Brown. Now, Randy Brown's been coming up pretty good. Bilal Muhammad impressed me with his very first fight. His first fight, he nearly got knocked out like 3 times. And I think he still managed to go to decision. Unless he was finished in like the 3rd. Because, but he took a beating and just stood there and just carried on. Didn't even stop. Absolute ruthless monster. And I reckon he'll come out. I reckon he'll take Randy Brown. I think he'll give it to Randy Brown, and Randy Brown is just going to have to shut up and take it. So I put on here, I put Sasaki by submission in the first. But that's not knowing Sasaki's record or how he likes to finish his fights or anything like that. Poirier versus Miller. I think on the pick'em side, I think I've put Poirier to win by knockout in the 2nd. But I'm going to go with Miller by decision. Because I don't know if Poirier's going to be able to... Because Miller's got very good defensive striking. So I don't know if he's going to be able to sort of pull that out the bag and go out there and make sure that, he can... I don't think Poirier can knock him out. Just because I think Miller's got too good a wrestling to give him that chance. Now, Glover Teixeira versus Jared Cannonier. Is it Cannonier or is it Cannonier? Because I think he's Canadian, isn't he? So it could be Cannonier. And if it's Cannonier, a light heavyweight called Cannonier throwing right hands is what's not to love. Now, I'm going to pick Cannonier, but I'm going to pick it by decision because Teixeira's last fight was against Rumble Johnson, and Rumble absolutely annihilated him. He sent his face into orbit. He threw that uppercut, that right uppercut, like it was literally do or die. If I don't hit him with this uppercut, I am going to die. What are you doing, Biscuit? Hey, get down. He's a bit hyped at the minute. He's having a bit of a run around. So I don't know how Teixeira's going to recover from that knockout. Because I think, did he lose his fight before that as well? Who was he coming off before the Rumble fight? Who did he fight before that? It was was it John Jones that he was coming off? Is he coming off of 2 back-to-back losses? Because I don't think it's I'll have to double check that one in a second. Let's hashtag some UFC 208 because I've now forgot to set out my predictions and whack them on Twitter. I'm going to go for Cannonier by decision. We've got Souza versus Bosch. It's blatantly obvious that Bosch is the underdog here. Souza's coming in with impressive, like amazing grappling. And Tim Bosch has got a good right hand. He's got some good wrestling, but I don't think he's going to be able to survive it. So, he may be able to survive the wrestling for a round, but I think he's going to get subbed in the first. Souza's going to be an absolutely ruthless monster. He's going to come in, he's going to take him down, and he's going to fuck his day up. See here for you. What's next? Anderson Silva versus Derek Brunson. Now, Anderson Silva hasn't won a fight in like 4 years now. It's been a long time since Silva won a fight. He lost to Weidman by knockout. He lost to Weidman by leg break. He beat Diaz, but was on drugs, so it was overturned to a no contest. And then he lost to Bisping. And then he lost to Daniel Cormier. And then he was booked in for a fight against Uriah Hall, but then he had gallbladder surgery. He had to have his gallbladder removed or something stupid like that. So then that happened. And now he's coming in against Brunson. Now it seems like a match made for Silva. Derek Brunson's very, very aggressive. Comes in running hard, making sure that he's in there to knock people out and to push forward. If you watch the UFC breakdown video with Dan Hardy, fellow Nottingham born and bred guy, he's really good at what he does, and he's broken down the both the main event and the co-main event on the UFC YouTube channel. But he talks about how Brunson is very good at cutting the cage off and moving you into his left hand, which he just throws with no conviction. He just throws it like he's going to murder you, and he knows that it's going to hit because he cuts the cage off and he makes sure that there's nowhere for you to go. And then when he swings that left hand, there's no place for you to move into. His last fight against Robert Whittaker was very, very sloppy. You see him running in, he's trying to throw that left hand while moving. There's not really a massive amount behind it, but there's also not a massive amount of preparation gone into working with against Robert Whittaker. He just runs in, he's swinging, but nothing's hitting. He thinks that he's caught him, and he hasn't, and Whittaker's just sort of moving backwards, making sure that he's always on the end of the punches and he's not taking a full brunt of them. They're just pitter-patter shots that aren't really hurting him, and then he just turns around and he counters him and fucks Brunson's day up, rocks him, chases him, and he's a bit more precise with his finishing strikes. He's knocked him down. starts getting on top of him, overwhelming him, and eventually gets the finish. Anderson Silva, if you watch his fight against anyone at all, Forrest Griffin, Stephan Bonner, Vitor Belfort, even Michael Bisping, he's a counter fighter. He comes in, he wants to lay off, he wants you to throw the punch, and he wants you to overextend so he can come in over the top and finish you while you've got no defence. So it seems to be a match made in heaven for Anderson. But Brunson should know that. He should know that that Silva wants him to be aggressive, and he should know not to come in aggressive. He should take his time, be patient, and time that left hand instead of coming in swinging everything like he did against Whittaker. I still think that Silva will get the KO, probably in the second or third round, when Brunson starts to get tired and he starts to forget and he starts to lose his game plan, starts to lose sight of what's kicking off. So I'm going to put it in for a second round knockout for Anderson. And I mean, it's not going to be the comeback that everyone wants. It's not going to be that Anderson Silva is going to be next in line for a title shot and he's not going to be able to, murder everyone else in the division. He's already said he doesn't want that anymore. He doesn't want to fight for the title. It doesn't interest him anymore. He just wants to have fun out there. And let's face it, he wants to make a bit of cash. He's Anderson Silva. Whenever they put him on a card, people pay money to see him. And he knows that. He knows that people are going to pay loads of money to see him. So he's just going to try and make as much money as he can, get as many fights in as he can, and just keep going. Just keep doing what you're doing. Why the fuck not? If you can get paid to do what you love, and if you can get paid a lot to do what you love, do it. Especially if you think it's easy. Anderson Silva makes it look like, he was born to fight. Like he came out in 2 years old, he learned to throw a punch before he could walk. He's that good. He's that kind of special fighter. Now this is the one that I'm going to have to admit I'm a little bit. I'm pretty much conflicted on this one. I just can't. So there's a Holly Holm, right? What's not to love? 19-time world boxing champion. She's going to come into this fight as the former UFC bantamweight champion, the first woman to knock out Ronda Rousey and take that title from her. Me personally, Holly Holm holds a special place in my heart because I was living in Australia. A little bit of backstory for you. Story time. Now I'm a typical basic YouTube bitch. I was living out in Brisbane, working in a college, just doing sort of standard day-to-day work, living my life, enjoying the sun, doing what you like to do. And I went onto Twitter one morning, and it was the week before UFC 193. I think it was the Monday or the Tuesday of that week. The fight was on the Saturday. Everyone was buzzing about it. There was a lot of hype. The UFC is a little bit bigger in Australia, so a lot of the people I worked with and the people that I knew liked to have a quick chat and a conversation. And, I was saying the whole time, don't put it past Holly Holm. She's going to win this fight. Now, I'm going to be honest, I said that she was going to win by decision. I thought that she was going to go in, she was just going to use her jab effectively, use those long kicks to the body and to the lead leg to push Rousey back and just keep her off her. Make sure that the clinch she doesn't get a hold of the clinch, and make sure that she doesn't, push forward and go for it from there. But when it came down to it, there was a Twitter, the Unibet Australia group. They put up a competition and said, if you tweet at Holly Holm in support of her, then you could have a chance to win free tickets to UFC 193. Now, this for me was like pipe dream. Like, nah, it's never going to happen. What are they talking about? But I did it anyway. I sent her a tweet. You can check my Twitter history if you like. If you don't believe me, I don't know why you wouldn't. It doesn't really make much sense for me to lie. But and I sent her a tweet and I said, go Holly, show the world that this underdog's got teeth. and sent that out in the morning. It was literally about 7:30 in the morning. I'd only just woke up, thought nothing of it, just thought, got to be in it to win it, haven't you? Now I'm just chilling out at work, and I get an email through, and it's a Twitter message. It's a direct message from Twitter. So I pull open my emails, and it says it's from Unibet Australia, and that they enjoyed my tweet, they liked what I wrote, and they wanted to send me the free tickets. And it just said, please send us your details, and make sure you can get to Melbourne. I lost my shit. I lost my mind. The UFC has been my sport for years and years. I'm into the UFC like people in the UK are into football. You know, I watch every event, I watch every fight, I watch everything I can. You know, I watch fights that I've already seen multiple times beforehand in the lead up to fights, because I know that I want to see what's going on, and I really enjoy the fights themselves. But then the fight came through. I got the email said that I had basically make sure you're in Melbourne for that day. So I bought tickets online. The flights from Brisbane to Melbourne, because it was 2 tickets. So me and the other half, we both went, because my missus hates Ronda Rousey. She just thought she was a cocky prick, and wanted to see her get her head kicked in, to be honest with you. She watches the UFC with me every now and again, but she's nowhere near as into it as I am. But I don't think there's many people that are. And we went out. We went and we saw an old friend who was living out in Melbourne at the time. We just spent our time enjoying it. And I got to go out and watch the entire UFC 193 card from just above the floor seats. It was incredible. The first UFC, it's the only UFC event I've been to this day. But it was the first UFC event I'd ever been to, and I won tickets because in my brain I believed in Holly Holm, so I won these tickets. You know, it's stupid. It's like superstition. You know, oh, it only happened because this, like it didn't. But oh. So I've got like a loyalty to Holly Holm, because when we went out there, and obviously I'd put my neck out in front of everyone I knew. I'd said, look, Holly Holm is going to win this fight. Holly Holm is going to knock out, well, she's not going to knock out Ronda Rousey, but Holly Holm is going to take the title from Ronda Rousey. And we all saw what happened. The whole world saw what happened. It was broadcast everywhere. You know, even the standard like morning news in Australia were broadcasting, not the knockout, because I don't think they're allowed to, because Zuffa obviously hold the rights to the footage. But they were you know, showing clips and stills from the fight, not the knockout, just like little bits and pieces here and there. And the whole event was great. You know, there was only one dud on there, and that was Stefan Struve versus Jared, what's his name? I can't think of his name now. He's the dude, and he's got like a tattoo on his chest, and it's like a ripped skin tattoo with an American flag under it, because America. But yeah, so I've got like that kind of loyalty to Holly Holm. Like, even, you know, when she fought Miesha Tate, I really like Miesha Tate. Miesha Tate's amazing. But I still couldn't go against Holly, so I still had to pick Holly. And I think that's where I am with this one. Even against Randamie. Randamie's got amazing Muay Thai. She's going to be able to come in, she's going to try and close that distance, and she's going to take a few hits to get there. So Holly Holm can't use exactly the same game plan as she did against Rousey. She can't just keep her on the end of that jab, because Rousey wasn't willing to push forward through the jab. I think the dog may need a wee, so you'll have to give me a moment while I go and let him out, but we will continue this conversation.
She transitions to full guard.
Looking to pass guard.
Lands a good shot from the bottom.
Just over 3 now. Joe, you can hear Greg Jackson in Holly Holm's corner, encouraging her to stay busy from the bottom and to keep working. Looking to do some damage from the bottom.
apologise for the short break. Yeah, but my loyalties lie with Holly. I'm really excited for this fight because it's going to be a good fight. Jermaine and Holly both go into scrap. They both love to throw those punches and kicks and make sure that they're in there, being the aggressor. Well, Holly prefers to counter strike. Jermaine just loves to smash bitches up. It's going to be interesting to see how Jermaine sort of deals with the distance and the counter punching of Holly, because she just goes in there exactly like Rousey did, running in, reaching out for the clinch like this. She's probably not going to get there. We saw what happened when Holly Holm fought Ronda Rousey, and Rousey just went in one track mind. I want to grab a hold of her neck, I want to rag her to the ground, and I'm going to try and get the armbar. You know, well, she started with the boxing mentality, and then she got punched a few times and gave up straight on that one, and jumped straight into the grappling instead, and failed there too. But again, watch the breakdown with Dan Hardy. Dan Hardy does a really, really good job of just sort of breaking everything down, explaining why certain things work and why certain things don't, and the knee shield from Jermaine to Randamie, what's happening with it, and why she's, you know, why that Muay Thai clinch is so effective for her, and these 90-degree knees that come in from the side instead of straight up the middle like you would normally expect. So it's going to be different. Holly Holm's probably going to do excellent if she can just keep that distance, use a long jab. There's oblique kicks to the knee as well. People haven't really been mentioning those. She throws them all the time. She throws those kicks to the knee, the turn inside kick to the stomach, and she just keeps the distance really well. And if Jermaine can push forward through those kicks and punches, and if she can kind of march on in and make her presence felt up close in boxing range and the Muay Thai, she's going to throw those kicks and knees. She's going to be able to grab a hold of her neck, and she's just going to try and, you know, rag her around. It's going to be an interesting one. We're going to see a side of Randamie that I don't think we've been able to see in the UFC, because the caliber of the fighters that she's been fighting so far she's never fought anyone anywhere near as elite as Holly Holm. Her last fight in the Netherlands was against somebody who has only ever had one fight in the UFC. Her only fight in the UFC was the one against Randamie. And Randamie came in, made her presence known. She was much bigger as well. She was 5'9", I think the other girl was only 5'3". But she came in, she moved forward, grabbed a hold of her neck, pushed her up against the cage, and just made her work. You know, she put in so much effort to pushing her back, throwing those knees to the body, turning, pulling her one from side to side, throwing, and then that final knee that absolutely folded her in half was ruthless. It's the turn inside knee that, like I say, Dan Hardy mentions it when, you know, the other girl had the knee shield up. She pulled up her right knee up towards the Randamie's right thigh, to kind of put her leg in between both of them so that she couldn't really throw the knees to the body. And what Randamie did was pulled her right leg back and then kind of crescent, like a curved shape, and she kind of pulled her knee out to the right and then came in from like a horizontal angle and just hit her in the body with that knee and collapsed her, crumbled like a cookie. And if she can get into that Muay Thai range and she can control Holly from there, this will be a very, very short fight. We've not really seen anything of Randamie's submission game. We haven't seen any of her ground game in the UFC because she just beats girls up so hard on the feet, but so does Holly. You've got to think who's gonna be the one to, if it does go to the ground, who's gonna have the better skills? Holly Holm trains at Jackson Wink with people like, you know, John Jones, who's a really good wrestler, and whether she trains specifically like You know, and if she's training hard with him or not is another question, because there's a very big size difference between the two.
Another nice takedown. Outstanding job with the takedowns tonight. And that's the end of round number 2.
But it's going to be interesting to see how, on the feet, who's going to take that control. Who's going to be able to say, this is my octagon, you stay where I want you to stay. Oh. So I don't expect much of that from Holly. I do expect her to throw some fancy kicks if she starts to get a bit comfortable.
The lovely Ariani here tonight inside Staples Center in Los Angeles, California.
And I've only just realised I've set this to a 3-round fight when it's actually supposed to be a 5. But I suppose that's better because at the minute I'm just starting to ramble. Oof.
Hard kick to the head.
But
Head kick.
I think
Powerful right hand.
logic tells me to expect an absolute scrap, but my heart just wants to tell me that Holly Holm's going to go in there, absolutely dominate her, and knock her out in the second.
Just misses with the left.
I just want it to happen because, like I say, I've got a loyalty to Holly. Holly Holm, she's my girl at 135, now 145, I presume. I don't want her to fight Cyborg. I don't want anyone to fight Cyborg, though, to be honest with you, because that's just... You know, I've said it before, signing a fight with Cyborg is essentially just signing your death certificate. They just leave a blank space for the time of death. You know, they're just waiting for you to get finished. They put girls in there who they know are just gonna... I don't think they put the girls in there knowing that the girls are gonna get demolished. Like, they're not doing it on purpose to try and hurt people, but they know that if anyone goes up against Cyborg, it's not going to be a good day. Cyborg's she's some next level creature. And the thing about, if Randamie wins and she fights Cyborg, so Randamie, depending on how impressive she wins, if she does win, she could be a good match for Cyborg. She throws her punches differently to the other girls. She throws her punches and kicks slightly different to everyone else. You know, some people, you see them throw punches, there's not a lot going into it, especially in some of the lower level women's division fights. You know, they're not throwing with perfect technique, they're not throwing with all the power. Randamie is different. She throws punches like she's 205 pounds and she's fighting Anthony Johnson. She throws with everything. She steps in, she twists her hip, she pulls forward, she's trying to knock girls out with that one power shot. And you don't see it very often in the women's divisions or in any of the lighter divisions, men's or women's. You know, you don't see Dominic Cruz going in there and throwing the big haymakers like Cody Garbrandt does. But Randamie does. Randamie throws those punches like she's trying to end somebody's day. She's not trying to win on points. She's not trying to set herself up for something else. She's trying to follow through with that right hand, that left hand, the right kick, the left kick. She follows all the way through. And she's trying to make sure that you don't wake up.
To determine who has earned the victory.
Very difficult to pick a winner in this fight. It is really just a coin flip. Here's another clean shot that lands. Round 3, looking to do some damage with the ground and pound, and this elbow finds the mark.
The decision is in, and here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision.
When you won it.
The winner by split decision,
Jermaine Randamie earns the victory by split decision.
See, I don't expect that to happen. It could be a good split decision win. I don't know if Randamie's got the gas tank to last 5 rounds. That's where my question would be. think she's only ever been in the first round in the UFC. I don't think she's ever gone to decision in the UFC. Definitely not. But I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to put my neck on the line. I'm going to put all my eggs in one basket. And I'm going to say, fuck it. I'm going to say Holly Holm is going to knock her out in the second round. She's going to use that jab. She's going to use her distance. She's going to use her range. And she's going to go in and just get the second round KO. The play bonus. This is where we've watched the computers fight for a little while. You know, I've been able to sit and ramble and talk shit. This is where we see if I can put my money where my mouth is and get our girl the victory.
Coming up next,
I doubt it, but we'll find out. I'm not very good at the management of the of my stamina, so I'm just gonna go in and throw in everything. Let's see if we can do it. Oh, straight away.
White trunks for Randamie. Black
Oof.
trunks for the champion. Nice kicks by Randamie. Now they're turning it up.
Oh.
Vicious combination.
Just trying to weaken that leg. Oh. Oh, shit. Let's throw a few more jabs out there instead.
Joe, you can hear Greg Jackson in the corner of Holly Holm, reminding her that she's got to keep her hands up. Good kick.
You can always hear Greg Jackson there.
Ah, nice slip and rip by Randamie. Good inside leg kick by Holm. Strong kicks by Randamie. Good
Oh,
takedown
there we go.
defense.
I actually managed to block the takedown for once. And grab the guillotine. Go for backside. Oh, no. Alright, I'll get up. I'm not very good on the ground anyway.
Axe kick. And she's down. And she's back up again.
Oh,
Randamie with a strong hook.
no. See, I don't know how you defend that very well.
Randamie's back in half guard.
There we go. And get the fuck up.
Excellent posture.
Into full guard. And then let's get the fuck up.
She's now back to half guard.
Sprawl.
Excellent
Shit
movement
me.
here on the ground.
God, I'm awful at this.
Choke here, trying to get that arm underneath the back of the neck. She got free of the choke. And now she's got full mount.
They got to stay busy, though, Joe. Somebody's got to go for something here.
Got to hold down. Just hold it and the ref will stand us up. Come on, stand us up, ref. Stand us up.
Posture's up.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's a good shot right there. Very good shot. That's it. They're stopping the fight.
Fucking Jesus. Alright. So.
Tremendous TKO. Great stoppage by the referee.
Apparently I'm not very good.
Finish on our fight replay.
Let's take one more look at the end of the fight here. This is a vicious series of strikes, ground and pound, that lead up to the TKO. We could see it here from...
And here he is with the official.
Let me try again. That didn't happen. We'll just ignore that. Let's get this let's give this another go. We'll just try not to get taken down.
Championship fight. 5-minute rounds. White trunks for Randamie.
Oof.
Black trunks for Holm.
Straight kick up to the nose.
Nice leg kick.
Good slip and counter by Randamie.
Blocked it.
Looking for
Ooh.
that head kick. Good inside leg kick by Holm. Randamie with a punch that connects.
Big leg kick lands. combinations here.
Big power jab.
Oh, I managed to block it that time.
Oh, head kick.
Oof.
Oh, head kick.
Oh, nope. Got it on the like touched her.
Misses with the left. Excellent jab by Holm.
Feints with the punch.
Head kick. Holm with the good straight punch. And again,
And I managed to get the drop the takedown. Yes.
Opponent wants this fight on the ground. She wants to stand and trade.
Take the backside if I can,
Nice movement on the ground.
and then just push her over.
Shoots the head kick, but misses.
Nice kick to the midsection.
Inside leg kick lands. Great exchanges.
Oh!
Hard diving punch.
I mean, I got the wrong knockout. I got the wrong round. If I finished her anyway.
Oh, big elbow.
Just get up out of the way of the cage. Oh! And then
Oh, very
body
nice.
kick.
And a knee.
Great jab by Randamie.
Oh,
Great utilization of the jab.
big kick, but miss. Oh, solid
What?
jab.
Wow, what a great job mixing
Oh,
things up.
went for the spinning back fist.
Oh, nice.
Another one by Randamie.
Oh,
That huge head kick was blocked.
oh, went for another one. And then,
Holm with the big leg kick. And there's a nice straight by Randamie.
oh, she flattened me this time. Jesus Christ, this one's a bit better. Whew.
Side control.
Jump into the half guard if I can. Full guard. Whoa, that was close.
Back and forth battle in that round.
Just about everything you'd ask for. Both fighters hurt. Both fighters
Whack.
hurting their opponents. Really amazing stuff. Here's a perfectly placed kick that results in a knockdown.
That was just the thigh.
Here's a devastating kick that results in a knockdown.
Results in a knockdown. That resulted in a murder. Oh, I was a corpse for a minute there.
Round two.
Right, let's see if I can finish it. This is the round I've said.
That huge kick to the body was blocked. Big head
Oh.
kick lands. Oh!
Oh, big kick to the head. Nice uppercut. Look at that. Wow. Misses with
Oh.
the kick. Another nice kick. Very solid.
Man, look at those numbers. And a big part of her advantage has been the use of the
Oh,
jab.
I'm a bit tired now. I keep forgetting about stamina.
The huge head kick is blocked. Randamie with a hook to the body.
Nice knee.
They clinch.
Leg grab. I don't.
First
There we
takedown
go.
of the fight.
Actually managed to get the takedown there, which is surprising to me.
Big swing and a miss by
Just take a
Randamie.
few steps back. Come on then.
Oh,
Oh,
Good roundhouse kick to the midsection.
oh, that would have been
here's
ruthless.
another very nice kick.
Good roundhouse.
Oh, rocked me a little bit there. Just
Wow. That left high kick came out of nowhere. Head kick.
head kick.
Try for a head kick here.
Nice kick to the body by Holm. Randamie switches
Keep her at
stance.
distance with these jabs.
Randamie with the inside leg kick.
They are exchanging here, Mike.
Oh, I didn't block it well enough.
Takedown.
Oh, get up, get up. No.
Man, she's taking some damage. Her right eye is really starting to look swollen. Randamie with a good punch.
She moves to half guard.
Come on, can I finally get it?
To half guard.
See, I'm holding R1 to block the head
Got the
punches.
mount again.
But it's just not...
1 minute.
Come on, can I jump onto the backside and get up? Yes.
Nicely done.
Push her over.
Holm with this strong kick.
Nice knee to the
Oof.
body, yeah.
Just get some stamina back.
Nice leg kick.
Vicious kicks tonight.
Oh,
Oh. Oh.
big Superman punch.
Powerful strikes.
Big punch. Good combination.
Look at that. Oh, my. Strong jab. And
No, I said the second round. I couldn't even finish it.
Here's a huge kick
Whack.
that stuns.
I've done all right so far, to be fair. Ooh, just see a cheek wobble from that kick.
And let's see that again.
Doop. Nice little combo. I think I've broken her nose at least. As long as I've made a mess of her.
the lovely Ariana
Even if she
here
wins
tonight
now.
in Las Vegas, Nevada. And we are set for the start of round 3. This is a championship fight, so it is scheduled for 5-minute rounds.
Ooh, right on the back of the head.
Good defense with the parry. Holm with a solid right kick to the midsection.
Ooh,
Good counter. Very nice timing with these shots here.
Into the midsection.
yeah.
Wow, what a back and forth exchange. Oh,
There you
beautiful
go.
combination.
See, I'm
She's
struggling.
really mixing things up nicely. Joe, there we see our total strikes landed so far. Solid jab by Holm. Nice roundhouse kick to the body. Head kick.
Vicious combinations.
Solid jab.
Oh, what an exchange.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
boom,
Diving punch.
boom, 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 boom.
Counter.
Yes! I actually fucking finished the fight for once. That was nice as well.
Time now for our fight.
I'm quite impressed with that knockout.
This is the shot that drops her.
The spinning back fist.
She's clearly hurt badly here. Let's take a look at it
Went
one
for the
more
jab
time.
and then the
Here's
spin.
knockdown.
Psh.
Vicious strike. Check out this angle here.
What douche!
Bam! Out cold.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Wrong round. I didn't manage it in the round I wanted, but
At 1 minute, 32 seconds of round number
I actually finished the fight for once.
by knockout,
And still,
UFC bantamweight champion of the world.
I think the live events is a wee bit glitched. It's saying and still.
Is the new UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion.
So these are my picks. We're gonna jump back out. I mean, I didn't do it in the round I wanted. I wanted to, but I finished it in 3. That's good enough for me. I'm not very good at this. But so I reckon Sasaki's gonna surprise us all and on his UFC debut. Gonna sub Hayes in the first round. We've got Miller. I reckon he's just gonna grind out a good decision. He's gonna try and knock him. But I don't think he's gonna try and knock him out. He's gonna try the submission. He's always aggressive with the submissions, but I think Poirier's gonna have worked that, and he's just gonna be able to defend it. Not enough to win the fight, but enough to not be subbed. Cannonier probably is just gonna. I think he's just gonna keep the share at distance. Maybe rock him once or twice, get the takedown, and just grind out a decision as well. Souza, I reckon, is going to finish with the submission in the first round as well. Did I put that one down? Yeah, decision in the third round. Souza going to get the submission in the first. He's just going to come in, probably knock down Bosch with a big punch, or get in close with a big punch and get the takedown. And he's just going to outwork him on the ground. They don't call him the alligator for nothing. And I think Silva's just going to knock out Brunson in the second as well. I think he's going to come in, try real hard to just keep his counter punching on point, make sure Brunson can come in. And do you know what? I'm going to play this one. I wasn't gonna, but I might as well, because he's going to come in and he's going to be on the counter attack the whole time. He's going to wait for these punches to come in. He's going to dodge, parry, weave, and he's going to throw the counter strikes over the top, through the middle. He's going to knock Brunson out.
Between one of the best in the world, Anderson, the Spider Silva, and Derek Brunson.
Okay. Let's get this show on the road.
And here we go. Southpaw versus Southpaw. 3-round fight. White trunks for Brunson. Black trunks for Anderson Silva.
Anderson Silva has fought the majority of his fights in the UFC as the middleweight champion. Went to 205, may go back there again sometime in the future. The thing is, Anderson Silva walks around at about 210, 215 pounds, so 85 is never a flying.
Wow, that's a big left hand.
Big straight punch.
Go for these leg kicks. This is what Anderson likes to do. Just stand there and throw leg kicks for days.
Huge kick.
Oh, good connection by both men. Nice strikes land.
Anderson Silva with some hard leg kicks.
Joe, you're absolutely right. Those are some brutal leg kicks.
No, I didn't block it. Didn't block it.
And down.
Just gonna get up.
Good elbow to the body there.
Switch my stance again.
And there's a nice straight by Brunson.
He's looking for a right hand, Mike.
Caught him with that one.
A vicious kick.
And they are loving it. Another good left kick by the Spider. Nice jab. Landing at will tonight. That one blocked.
Oh,
Nicely done. He flipped the punch.
Oh, double jab.
Brunson with the double.
yeah.
Nice.
I managed to get up again.
That's a beautiful hook. Oh, big left.
Solid jab.
Gonna go with a Vitor Belfort kick.
Oh, and he goes
Oh,
up top.
and I did.
Big knee.
Oh, he's a big
Look
trouble.
at this takedown.
No, I don't really want that take.
Another strong jab. He
Lands a
scores with
big
a huge
left hand. Hard straight punch.
He's taunting me as well.
Oh,
Oh,
Into the midsection.
nice body
that
kick.
hit him in the head. I need to switch my stances back.
He caught him with the head kick.
Big punch.
What a way to work at the finish of this round.
Yeah, I can finish him.
Get a
I can
look
do
at
it.
the action from that round. And here's a nice shot, lands perfectly. And here's another clean shot that lands.
He seems alright in the minute. He seems fine for now. I am. I'm going to finish him this round.
He's definitely going to want to start this round off fast to try to pick up where he left off. His opponent was in big trouble at the end of that round.
Oh, that's a big straight. Brunson gets hit with the kick. Silva caught
Just
again.
keep throwing these high kicks. I meant leg kicks.
Digging into that leg kick. Another hard leg kick from Anderson. His opponent has got to start checking these.
Back and forth. Check out the takedowns thus far.
Oh, head kick.
The kick. That's a big head kick.
I like that, Mike. I like how he's mixing it up.
Great head kick.
What?
Big power jab.
For the double under. Sweep.
3 minutes.
And just need to get myself up. There we go. Oh, he dizzied me a little bit with that one.
Oh, that's a vicious
Oh,
knee
he
to the
came in
body.
with his chin down as well.
Big shots.
Hook that face. Drop him down.
Head kick.
I don't know why he went, oh, like it was a great head kick. Really wasn't, but...
That huge
I wonder how
head
it's going to be with a UFC event without Goldie at the helm.
Oh, he's hurt. That one got
Oh, he's landed some good shots here.
Break this. Not having that.
Vicious shot to the body. Now he's in half guard. In full guard.
Get me the fuck up.
Oh, nice inside leg kick right there.
That was a vicious knee that he just blocked.
Yeah, he did. He blocked it and he took me straight down.
Outstanding job with the takedowns tonight.
Couldn't agree with
Back
you more,
sit
Mike.
in. Go.
Oh, beautiful sweep. The Spider gets back up again.
Oh!
Great job blocking the huge elbow. Joe, that was a nice side kick.
Huge kick to the head lands. Oh!
That's a damaging knee to the body. Round number 2 complete.
Let's take a look
Yeah,
at some of
did not
action
do the
here.
greatest there.
And here's
I did
a
alright, I
flying
suppose.
knee that lands.
Oh, that was a ruthless flying knee. I've got a few spinning ones in
Here's a
there as well.
flying knee that lands
Dude,
perfectly.
that would have killed him, move. I nearly twisted his head off.
And here's
Turned him into a Coke
huge,
bottle.
perfectly placed punch that lands with devastating impact.
It's that left hand
You
of
can really
Brunson's.
see how awesome that round was by these highlights.
Ariani.
See if I can beat him up a bit more. Maybe win the first decision of my life.
5 minutes on the clock.
And then
Final round.
whack.
Good
whack.
kick by the Spider.
Whack.
Anderson Silva continues to land vicious
Whack.
leg kicks.
Go for those bodies.
Quick jab.
Good leg kick by Anderson. Vicious
Oh.
elbow lands to the head.
Oh, went for the spinning back.
Oh, head kick.
Oh,
Powerful left hand. Shot with the left.
oh, he rocked me with that head. Rocked me with the uppercut.
Oh, he missed that kick.
Oh, he ducked. Then
Solid shot to the body. Wow, swing and a miss.
Lands a powerful kick. Body kick, look at that.
no thanks, mate. I am okay.
Oh, flying knee. Spinning back fist on the button.
Yeah.
Oh, big knee to the body. Oh, solid jab.
Head kick.
How does this guy not go down?
Vicious knee to the body.
If anyone else in the world had taken as many flying knees clean to the face as this guy, they would literally be a vegetable.
Solid right hand.
Nice combination.
Let's just take him down because I can.
Takedown.
Go now, get on. Get some stamina back.
Oh, landed it.
Nice shot. Silva's right thigh is starting to welt up. Man, he has taken some damage. 90 seconds remain. Oh, that's a damaging knee.
There's another one. These are powerful knees.
Joe, that was a brutal knee to the body.
Big knee.
Oh no.
Oh.
Can't let him fucking
Back to his
finish
feet.
me in the Muay Thai clinch.
Huge kick to the head.
Man, he goes down.
Hard diving punch.
Let's see if I can.
15 seconds. Oh, looking for his back.
Full back hooks. Great fight.
No.
They go the distance.
Wonder if I won the decision there.
Derek Brunson's advantage in takedowns should be enough to win this fight.
No.
He controlled his opponent and where the fight took place.
I absolutely agree. There's no denying the number of takedowns themselves was a huge factor in this fight. Round two, you can clearly see that he's stunned from this gigantic shot to the head. Round three, the legs buckle and he's down.
And with the decision, Bruce Buffer.
I lost another fight.
After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 30-27. The winner by unanimous decision.
No.
Derek
No.
Derek
That's
Brunson earns the
30-27.
unanimous decision victory.
On every judge's score. No. No. Oh, they just killed Eve Levine. Just, oh, smash. Bruce Buffer's just stood there in the middle of the octagon still. But anyway, guys, that's my pick. That's my final prediction. I've got Silva to win, Holm to win, Souza to win, Cannonier to win, Miller to win, Sasaki to win. We've got a sub, a decision, and then we've got a sub, a knockout, and a knockout. I'm happy with that. It's quite evenly spread as well, considering. But we'll see. I haven't got anything more than the premium pack out of it yet, and I don't think I've touched my Ultimate Team at all. I never do. I just collect the points and then spend it on the packs, and that's it. Oh, apparently one of my my team had a fight. Still no wins and no losses though, so I'm presuming that just means it was against like a random dude. Team score. Let's see about my friends. No. That's it. I've got 14,000 coins though. Maybe I'll just save up all the coins and do a pack opening video at some point. But anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching and not being bored to death in my holly. And like, subscribe, share, subscribe to become a ducky. Everyone likes to be a ducky. Come on, duck. And that way you can find out every time I'm gonna put up a new video. And thanks very much for watching, guys. Catch you in a bit, peeps.